It is Sunday, November 30th, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. Let's get into it. A lot happened yesterday. A lot is going to happen today, especially in terms of football. Let's get into it. Starting with the Warriors. The Warriors, without Steph Curry, played the Pelicans yesterday at home, and it went, uh, it started off very slow. Um, both teams were not shooting the ball well. And yeah, it showed in the final stat line. But the Warriors were able to win this game 104 to 96. Jimmy Butler, he had 24 points and 10 assists, 8 rebounds. Gary Payton the second, GP2 had a great game, 19 points, 11 rebounds. And it really felt like he had so many second chance points. He was just getting in there, getting a whole bunch of rebounds, and you know, uh, and just helping the team out. And we needed all those points. We only won by 8, so that's great. Um, Pods, Moody, J.K. all had double figures. Draymond had 2 points, but he had 9 boards and 4 assists. That's a very Draymond stat line. On the other side, Zion had 25 points. And like I said, the shooting was not good in this game. The Warriors shot 12 for 47 from 3-point range. It's 25%. The Pelicans were 23% at 7 of 30. Sorry if you hear that annoying outside. My brother is vacuuming. Hopefully it doesn't get in the recording. I'll talk a little bit louder, just in case. But other than that, the Warriors shot 40% from the field in general. The Pelicans 37%. And then the Pelicans had 34 free throws. They made 25 of them. The Warriors had 20 and made 16. Um, it was, and other than that, it was pretty much even. I mean, 52 points in the paint for the Warriors, which is a lot. Um, but I guess without Steph, that's what you get. A different style of pace out of play. And then the Pelicans have a lot more fast break points. So that is an interesting fact as well. Uh, but yeah, Warriors were able to win. The Pelicans went on a big run from the first to the second quarter, and then after that run, the 22-6 run ended. Then the Warriors had a 21-7 run, and the Warriors were able to close out the game on a 12-0 run. That's how we took the lead and hung on to beat the New Orleans Pelicans. The Sharks also played yesterday, and this game did not go as well as the Warrior game did. It was 4-3 the final, Vegas over San Jose. Almost, we had a chance. We had a empty net 6-on-4 situation for the Sharks, and we had a couple of chances in the front. Couldn't do it. Nedeljkovic 20 saves on 24 shots, and Will Smith had 2 goals in his 100th career game. Macklin Celebrini had another point. Um, yeah, he is awesome. Let's just take a look at where he ranks. See, he's second in the league in points, third in the league in assists, and whenever he's on the ice, it's just a huge difference maker. So yeah, the Sharks game didn't go as well. As for college football, some rivalry games. Um, let's see here. We got Notre Dame over Stanford, Alabama over Auburn in a close Iron Bowl. Florida blew out Florida State. LSU lost to Oklahoma late. Um, Vanderbilt over Tennessee. Ohio State over Michigan, although it looked a little dicey for them at the beginning of the game. Um, and that's what happened for college football. And now let's turn our attention towards the National Football League and a big NFL Sunday. We got the 49ers at the Cleveland Browns. I think this is a very interesting game. And I think that because the Cleveland Browns defense is very good. They had 10 sacks on the Raiders yesterday, or not yesterday, but last week. And the Niners just came off a game where they threw 3 interceptions and only scored 20 points. So I think that is the very key matchup, the very interesting matchup, is how is the 49ers offense going to play against this very, very good Cleveland Browns defense. Then on the other side, the 49ers defense, which hasn't been very good recently, except for last week where they held the Panthers to 9 points. Against how are they going to do against the Cleveland Browns offense, which also has not been good. So I think there's kind of like two sides of the game here. Is when the 49ers have the ball, it's two very good units going against each other. And when the Browns have the ball, it's two not so good units going up against each other. And I think that it's gonna be very interesting. I want to obviously I think it's gonna be a low scoring game just because of how good Cleveland's defense is and how bad their offense is, and vice versa. So well, not vice versa, but I think the key to the game in that sense is going to be limiting those turnovers. I always say it every week, pretty much, whether it's Mac Jones or Brock Purdy, but especially with Brock Purdy because he has gotten a little bit trigger happy here. He only played 4 games this year. He has is it 7 interceptions or 8 interceptions? Yeah, he played 4 games. He has 8 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, and in 3 of the 4 games he has multiple picks. So hopefully we can limit those because that's going to be a big thing for us. Every possession is going to matter, especially when the defense is as good as Cleveland's is. So we got to capitalize on every chance we have the ball. We got to finish off drives in the red zone. Basic, fundamental execution. And I think I want to see how good our offensive line is because Cleveland's D line is very good. They have Myles Garrett, who's probably going to break the all-time sack record. Um, and I want to see this is a good test for our O line, which hasn't been as bad as last year. But we got very good tackles, of course, and the middle of the line is okay. I mean, Pooney he struggles at times, and I'm not the biggest fan of Jake Brendel, but apparently this year it hasn't been that bad. We've sort of managed to keep our quarterbacks pressure free. Um, but this is a good chance to see if we can impose our will on a very good D line, how well we can run the ball because we haven't necessarily run the ball great. So looking for a big game from McCaffrey again. Hopefully Brian Robinson can get a couple carries and he can do some good running because he has been great for us. And I think that's where we're at for today. I think yeah, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a fun day of football. Let's see what other games do we have going on. The Panthers and the Rams is a big one for our division. It could use a Rams loss. Texans Colts, pretty good game. It's a very good offense. It's a very very good defense. And then Bills Steelers, and those are the only games where both teams have a winning record. Although the Panthers are 6-6, but um, so a couple of mediocre games in there, but also some good games that could mean a lot for the division. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Go Niners, and I will see you guys tomorrow.